borderline chance of snow. Are we ready for it? Maybe. I know who is ready for some cooler temperatures, I think, because there's a lot of really great indoor activities going on. The folks at the Titusville YMCA and Jacqueline Slater joining us and Holly Sprong. Good morning, ladies. How are you?
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Good
welcome,
to be here.
welcome.
Thanks.
Well, I think fall decided to start yesterday.
Yeah.
It's time. So what's going on at the Titusville YMCA? Lots of fun activities this time of year.
Yeah, we've got lots of youth programs going on. And lots of other programs, too.
Well, let's talk about some of the programs. It's that transition, right, from all the summer fun. And summer, wow, another successful summer full of wonderful activities for kids. And you guys did things indoors. You guys did things outside. So really it's been quite a impressive couple years with those summer activities.
Yeah, getting kids outside, getting the kids involved in more than sports, too, is something we've been having a major focus on lately.
What sort of things would that include then?
This summer they were outside hiking and biking and doing some frisbee golf, doing lots of other activities, incorporating sports too, but just getting them involved in other things, learning other things. In the fall we've been doing, we started this last year actually, the youth weight training program. That's going really well. Lots of kids in there, just getting used to the basics of weightlifting, getting them into that routine. Gym games, we have that on Friday night, so that's not really sports oriented, it's more activities and just different things that they can do in the gym. And Friday night, that's from 5 to 7 p.m., so parents want to drop their kids off, go out to dinner.
Yeah, right. It's
Okay.
supervised.
Plan that time on
supervised.
purpose. Absolutely. Jesse's in there in the gym with the kids.
Well, then is it really supervised?
Absolutely.
Okay. You guys really have a wonderful staff because it's not like, somebody just stands in the corner and watches, people participate in activities. I mean, everybody is so active and engaged in what's going on, and they're taking part in all these activities. So that's really wonderful to see.
That's what the kids, they really like Jesse. They love Wes and just getting in there and having fun with them. Michaela Bean, she's one of our newer hires, and she's right in there with them.
So how long, like the Friday night thing, how long will that run?
We're running that the whole way through the fall. See how it goes, and we'll probably keep that going the whole school year too.
Okay, very nice. So once football season wraps up, I'm thinking
That's right.
drop the kids off.
Get the
and
kids down there.
Go have dinner, yeah.
Yeah. I think you should do that.
My wife was talking to you, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Do something. Tell them to do something. So people also think this time of year, right, the basketball and, some of those other winter-type sports, are those on the horizon? Have they started? Or
They are.
Wow.
Wrapping up flag football, I believe tomorrow might be the last day of flag
Really?
I
football.
think it is. Mm-hmm.
And then we have floor hockey. That'll be the next youth sport starting up Saturday mornings. We'll have floor hockey for grades 1 through 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then basketball, that's always a big one. That'll be starting in January after kids get back from the school break.
Holly, a lot of these programs people are familiar with.
Right.
But you guys do a good job at kind of keeping them fresh and, introducing some new elements to the programs here. Is that a fun part of the job, sitting back saying, okay, this is coming up, how are we going to tackle it this way? Or do we make some minor tweaks to this? What's sort of the process that goes into making these events happen?
Absolutely. We like to engage with our members and our families and our youth and listen to them and see what they want and try to connect with them and really support their ideas and, offer programs and activities and initiatives that our community is asking for.
So that's got to be fun, right, to interact with all those members and just kind of get their input on...
It really is. We really, truly do enjoy, getting to know and making that connection with our members and helping them with their wellness journey, not just, losing weight or making weight gains, muscle gains. There's a lot more to the why than the gym, including our education center, obviously, is a huge part of what we do.
Now, you guys have been in the new facility for what, 3 years?
4.5.
4.5,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
That really opened the door to adding new programs. Is that correct? Because you had the room now and the space to do some things?
It did. I believe so. It's easily accessible. We have a nice footprint in Titusville, and people can see where we're at, and they like the shine and the bright and the the sun coming through the windows, and it feels good and nice, and we're very proud of it.
Yeah. Well, the gym size too is a lot bigger. More room to do some larger activities, or to break it up, and you could have one section folks doing one thing, and another section somebody else is doing something else. So it just gives you the room to do an awful lot.
Right, and we do that. There
Yeah.
may be pickleball going on one half, and someone having a good time shooting hoops on the other.
You guys are also very well known for the gymnastics program and the swimming program.
Yeah.
These people are crazy who are involved in either of those. I mean, it's to another level. But
Yeah.
it's fascinating to walk in, and the entire gym is filled with equipment,
Right.
and kids taking part in it, or walking into the pool at the high school, and you see a couple hundred kids doing swim. I mean, it's really amazing to see that.
Yeah, those programs are huge and takes a lot of commitment, but the kids love it. The swim season just started up. At the end of September, their practices started. Gymnastics is year-round, but they're just gearing up
It
for their
is.
new season.
It's
and
year-round?
Year-round,
It
yeah.
is.
Wow.
Yeah, they do very well. The coaches are very committed,
Wow.
as are the parents.
Yes, yeah, they're very dedicated, aren't
Yes,
they?
they are.
I quit after the first time. I was hanging from a bar and fell and landed right on my head, and I was like, that's it.
They actually have their invitational coming up, the gymnastics team at the middle school, October 20th and 21st.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that brings a lot of people in,
It
doesn't
does.
And
Yeah,
anyone
it's-
from the community can go down and check it out and see what the gymnastics team's doing.
Is it too late to get involved in these activities? You mentioned they've started. Is it too late to take part, or can they?
Nope.
Okay.
Kids can still sign up, and with all these programs, there's kind of a builder to it. But swim team, you can go down, talk to Jenna. We can get that information to see if the kids are ready for swim team. With gymnastics, we have some feeder programs within the Y with the gymnastics, the tiny tumblers, starting at age 3. Beginner
Wow.
gymnastics and pre-teams, so they can start in those rec programs and work their way up into the competitive.
You mentioned Jenna's name. I mean, if whether it's swimming or gymnastics, I think if you were to mention some names, people would go, "Oh my gosh, that's so and so's daughter," or
Right.
I guess the point I'm trying to make is there's a rich history of people in these programs, so that's why they continue to be successful. It's like
Yep.
every year they perform well. Swimmers do well. It's a great feeder program for the high school. The gymnastics, I mean, these folks travel all over the country, don't they?
They do. They do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Now, another big program that's still a couple months out is the Lose to Win,
Yeah.
and that's huge. But a nice warm-up for that would be maybe the turkey burn.
Yep.
Start slow, pace yourself.
That's quite a warm up.
We have a couple builders for it this year, actually. It's Lose to Win starting January 2nd, so day after New Year.
Boy, that's fun, isn't it? When
Yeah.
everybody gets involved in that.
Uh-huh. So we'll have the turkey burn, like you mentioned. We'll warm up for it.
2 hours of exercise. Come and go as you please.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sure. It's
Okay.
open to the community. It's a free event. You get to try out some of our group exercise programs and watch what you don't feel comfortable doing, or do a little bit, take a break. But you're welcome to stay for the whole thing, or just come in for a little bit and leave and go stuff your bird, and you feel good because you exercised a lot the day before.
Okay, so this is the day before Thanksgiving,
Yep.
right? So actually, the night before, right, from 4:30 to 6:30.
Right. Yeah. We close early that night around 7:00, but we're gonna get you sweating before that.
I would imagine it's also a great way just knowing that you're going to be either eating a big meal or preparing a big meal the next day. This would be, I think, a great way to just build some energy and
Relieve some stress.
relieve some stress. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's November 20. Is this really coming up on November? November 21st, 4:30 to 6:30, the night before Thanksgiving. So you can burn off extra Thanksgiving calories during a 2-hour exercise session at the YMCA. That's going to be a lot of fun. You put out a great newsletter, Holly.
Thank you.
And I'm looking at it right now. If folks would like to receive this newsletter, they should become a member of the Y.
That would be great.
That would be wonderful.
That would be great. We would love that.
And learn about all these great
right.
things.
Everybody's welcome to come in and check it out, take a tour, talk to us, see what kind of an organization we are. But we do have the newsletters printed in the lobby for our members to take home. You can email them so you can see what's going on at the Y.
There's some other things you can do to help support the YMCA. The dining cards are out.
They are.
So
Yeah.
talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, the dining card is a fundraiser for the Y, and we partner with local eateries, restaurants in the area, and by purchasing a dining card, you are able to take part in these special deals at these local businesses. So it's a win-win. You get to support the Y, and you also we are driving business to these area restaurants as well.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And then if they do eat out, maybe events like the turkey burn would be a good thing to go to, just to work that off.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Dining cards are available at the chamber, or
Okay.
you can stop in at the Y, either building, and check them out.
Some adult sports, volleyball, basketball, badminton.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You've done this before?
Yep.
We have.
Badminton takes place at the ECLC and at Pleasantville Elementary School, so outside of our walls. And we have pickleball is a huge program in our gym. We usually have 2 courts set up and at least 8 people playing, at least
Wow,
2
really?
full courts plus people waiting on the sides. Volleyball's going on right now.
Wednesday evenings.
Now, soccer's on here.
Yes.
This is adult soccer.
Adult soccer.
It is. Yep,
Okay.
that starts in December, Wednesday evenings.
Now, what, 18 and older?
We
Or do
usually-
you include some high school
Yeah,
players?
do.
soccer.
Okay.
We
for
allow
sure.
high
Do you know
schoolers
any,
to come
Holly?
in.
Some soccer boys? I
Do
know
you
a few.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the Morning Drill on Stream Television, Armstrong, and the Allegheny News Talk Sports Network, talking about the events happening at the YMCA in Titusville. And these are adult sports. We did talk a little bit about some of the events that kids can participate in this fall and in winter season. It's hard to believe we're into that part of the year already. When you look back at 2018, how would you describe the year? And maybe for you, Jacqueline, it's a little different than for Holly.
Then Holly, yeah. There's been a lot happening at the Y, where we have our programs that normally go on. We're adding new programs. We tried to add in some more for the preschool age, which that's been a lot of fun, and we actually had a lot of interest. We've had at least 8 kids more involved in those new programs, so that's been fun. Me and Wes are taking care of that program since we have our own 3 and 4-year-olds.
That's great.
And we're also we've been gearing up for a diabetes prevention program, so we're hoping that will start in March 2019. So that's been taking a lot of our time. Me, Holly, and Kim have been working pretty hard at that. So
Now for you,
New
Holly,
stuff.
what's 2018 been like?
I think there's been a lot of growth. There's a lot that goes on beneath the surface that maybe the community doesn't necessarily see yet, but it's coming. Like Jacqueline mentioned, the YMCA's National Diabetes Prevention Program. That takes a lot of behind-the-scenes work to get that going, as it is a qualified program that we have to learn about. And then just day-to-day stuff on top of that, and trying to get out there what the community wants, really, and making our stamp on the community and letting them remember that we are a cause-driven organization and that, we're here for them.
Not that it hasn't been this way before, but it seems like the community outreach has really stepped up, and the health of the community. I should say that the health of the community. You guys just got
important.
done with the health fair on Wednesday, where you invited people in and folks got to meet and talk to different people. That's a great event.
is.
And the concern about how healthy the community is. I know that's been a
Absolutely.
big part of the year. It's just figuring out how do we do that? How do we step up and do it, bigger, better?
Right, preventing chronic diseases or helping those with them is a big part of what we do. And like I said before, it might not seem that that's exactly what a gym does. That's because we're not just a gym. We're more than that. And go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, is that that's something that, again, people just assume, oh, this is the old type of Y where
Right.
I can come in and do it. But it's really a lot more than that. Folks who have a membership actually get a lot more out of that membership. But it helps to kind of keep your eyes open to see what's going on and to see the newsletter. And more and more people are, I think, taking advantage of that, going, oh, yeah, that's right, this is going on. Or my kids can do this, and I can take part in that. I mean, it's really incredible when you start to look at all these elements and say, wow, this is not the Y that was around 50 years ago.
The social aspect of the Y too is just amazing. Seeing just people coming
Absolutely.
together, and we have that cafe area now, so that's utilized so much with people just coming in, and some people that just don't even come in to work out. They come in and they have their socializing.
Right, that's an important part of
Yeah.
your health, your mental health, your stress release to meet friends your own age, especially for adults who might be lonely or maybe moved into the area. Hopefully that they know that they can come to the Y and make a connection with somebody.
Silver Sneakers, I mean, that's a big program too. So you're talking about, those folks getting to come in and just get to move and interact.
Yep, Silver Sneakers is a huge program. That's expanded a lot since we've moved, just because of the accessibility of our new building.
Yeah.
And that's a group. They'll come over an hour early for the class.
Really?
Walk the track, sit in the cafe area, move their chairs around, and just have that social time.
Oh, that's great. Now, even though you've been in there, 4.5 years, you said?
Right.
When you still walk through and people are sitting there talking, do you still kind of just go, all right, this is great?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they're awesome. We love them.
Healthy Holidays Weight Maintenance Program. What is that?
That's a new program this year. So we've been doing the Lose to Win for a few years, and we decided let's start to help people out with this weight maintenance during the holiday season as well, which is usually a big time. So starting right before Thanksgiving, we will do initial weigh-ins and have that start that weight maintenance journey, and then after Christmas we're going to have the second weigh-in. So people you got to maintain your weight through those holidays in there. And then if you maintain your weight within 2 pounds, there's some good incentives at the end of the program.
This is a tough part of the year, right? Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Exactly.
We'll be giving support too, so we'll be sending out some articles, giving some tips, advice for people that enroll in that program to just help them out through that time.
If somebody could call me around 9 o'clock and just say,
Stop.
before
Put
you
it down.
before you have that bowl of cereal, think about it. Some other happenings: adult and pediatric first aid is CPR. That certification program, you guys have done that before. So talk a little bit about that.
We have. So we're holding different American Red Cross certifications throughout the year. Jesse Yashinsky, he's a certified trainer to provide those classes. We have one in October, then we have another one, I believe, coming up in November or December. So we have a couple more throughout the year. You can call down to the Y and we can get you hooked up with those. If there are American Red Cross certifications that you don't see that we offer but that you need, you can always call in and let us know, because Jesse is able to provide quite a few different classes.
Very nice. And then free blood pressure checks every other Monday and Thursday in the cafe at 10.
That's right. You can come in on other times too if you're feeling the need to have your blood pressure checked. We have people in our building who are able to do that. But the folks from Titusville Healthcare and Rehabilitation come down on those days and provide that service. So it's another great community partnership. They also actually deserve a lot of recognition for the health fair.
Oh, very nice. Is that something you guys will look to maybe do again?
We are. We are looking to do
Always
that.
right. Yeah.
We've been in discussions with Leanne, and we're planning to do that again next year.
Very nice. Jacqueline, Holly, thank you so much. If folks have any questions, how can they get a hold of the Y?
They can stop down, they can call us, message us on Facebook.
Yep, 827-3931.
All right.
Find us on Facebook.
Ladies, thank you so much for your time. Stop back again.
Thank you.
All righty.
Handle or still serving.